we are, out in the Mallorcan wilderness to give these a quick test out. The Lone Rider ADV Bags. These just landed on my doorstep, free of charge from Lone Rider, you should know. But of course, as always, you know the drill, they haven't paid me for a good opinion. Although, so far, I think they definitely look the job. This is the 70-litre kit, that's what they call it, but at the moment there isn't any other kit available. Perhaps they've got something else in the works, but it's made up of a big holster on either side, each with a really thick waterproof roll-top bag, and then in the middle there's a beaver tail with another double-ended, keep the noise down at the back, waterproof bag as well, with a roll-top at either end, so you can get into the bag from whichever side you want, depending on the situation, really. This is held down onto the bike using this really stiff and also padded frame piece, which is strapped on via two ratchety type straps at the front and two ratchety type straps at the back. At the front, the idea is you stick it onto your foot pegs, or if you've got one, onto some kind of mounting hoop here. And the back, you can either fit it onto your grab rail, onto your luggage rack, or in the kit there's also a couple of little screw down buckle hook things that you can strap that onto. Oh, and there's also the tent pole bag at the front here. I will come clean, pardon the pun, and let you know that for the sake of today's little test, the bags are packed full of dirty washing and duvets. Oh, and the tent pole bag is full of socks. But yeah, the idea of this is if you want to keep your tent poles outside of your dry bag, or you can use it to put a tripod in if you're videographically slanted as I am. It's reinforced, double strong at the bottom, especially for keeping poles and sharp pointy things in it. And that's strapped on by these little strappies on the front there. Now, after that first little off-roady blast with a few solid bumpy bits, a few solid uphill climbs, everything is still really tight. I'm pretty impressed with that. Oh, and of course there's the obligatory Union Jack accessory badge there. But anyway, starting at the top, we've got the beaver tail, which is covered in these molly patch loops and held together with these really cool magnetic buckles. Really quite like those. Just get it in position and you're in. Anyway, this undoes. The flaps come apart, flap at the front, which has a handy see-through pocket in it for your, I don't know, paperwork, maps, whatever. And then the back one actually has a removable map pouch, even more handy. Stick your map in there, stick your phone in there, stick a tablet in there, whatever you want. Stick your dirty magazines in there, I don't care. And then underneath that, there's a little zippy pouch, and then a little Velcro closed cargo pouch in which I've got the spares, because this kit comes with one spare ratchety buckle thing for either the back or the front, and you can very, very easily replace this just by undoing the little Velcro buckley thing at the back there. You pull the aluminium bar out, the strap becomes loose, put the new strap in, aluminium bar back in, Velcro shut, and you're good to go. And the other one is the ratchety strap thing for the compression strap around the bag. Oh, and there's a spare valve, because in every bag there's an air release valve so that you can let the air out once you've sealed everything up tight, because these things are pretty bloody waterproof. Yeah, anyway, these three bits, these spares, actually come in the kit. You don't have to buy them extra, you get spares out of the box. In fact, everything that you see here comes in the kit, except for the bike and the camera. I mean, let's not take the piss. So you get the frame, the holsters, the bags, you get the tent pole bag, you get the spare parts, you get the aluminium heat shield for the exhaust, and you get these handy little extra compression straps which fit onto the front of the beaver tail there. So on the top of the middle bag, we've got this elastical webbing thing, handy for sticking your coat under, putting your waterproof in there, whatever you like. And then this whole thing comes off and it's held roughly in place with a Velcro strip. Velcro on the back there as well. And this has the same cool magnetic buckles and a roll top. There you go. There's my duvet. It's not quite cold enough for that at home yet, so I thought I'd take it for a ride in the wilderness. And then I undo the air valve. Can compress that down nice and tight. Magnetic buckle clips beautifully into place. Boop, there we go. And then plonk that back on. And beaver tail back together, and I'm good to ride. Nice and solidly mounted. Oh, don't forget to do the valve up. That'd be disastrous if there was water going in there while you're riding along. Now, if you want to, obviously you can also ride without the beaver tail on. You can take all of this stuff off incredibly easily. And once you've got it off, using the little loops under there, perfectly located, exactly like these ones on the top here, you can mount the Lone Rider tail pack, the Lone Rider mini bag, any bag you want that's got the straps which hook into those loops. Or you can go completely without, go for a lightweight setup with just the two side bags. Okay, onto the side bags. I was going to try and take this out, but it looks like That's quite difficult with the duffel bag on, so I have to pop that out again. Luckily it's nice and quick and easy. The duffel bags then have the same magnetic buckles here. Just pop that out. There's a compression strap around the middle, and then a bag slides out. And there we go. There's a fleece jumper and a blanket from the sofa. And the bags are reinforced on the back. Double layer of material with some padding in there as well. They've got the same magnetic buckle on the top. There's the roll bit. There we go, that's inside the bag. Also with a valve to let the air out so you can get it nice and compressed so your stuff isn't flapping around. And now you can see the framework underneath there. That's like a hard, thick plastic, 2 parts bolted together, and the holster itself it's incredibly tough. There's no two ways about it. This thing is super thick. It must be at least double this material, and then it's got something else trapped in between it, some kind of a padding, and all the edges and seams are then on top of that Hyperlon reinforced. So I think this thing's going to be able to take some and the bag itself just slides in. If for whatever reason it's a bit tight, there's a hole in the bottom here and a strap attached to the bottom of the bag, which you can pull to make sure that it's completely seated into the holster. A really nice touch, that. You then do up your magnetic strap, pull that tight so the bag can't jump out the top, pull your compression strap tight so that it's fixed tight on the bike, secure the strap away, and I'm good to ride. And these bags have also got the molly patch strapping system on the top there, and they've got the 4 little loops. So you can attach things like, for example, the 6-litre mini bag directly onto the molly patch, although Lone Rider suggests not to do that if you're going to keep heavy things in there, because these molly straps aren't as reinforced as these loops are. So in that case, it's better to fit your mini bags on using the proper compression straps. And obviously, you can do exactly the same on the bottom, fixing the bag either directly onto the molly strap system or onto these little accessory loops. And obviously, using exactly the same concept, you can also fit bags onto the back here, again using the molly patch or the accessory loops. So the upgrade possibilities are endless, and Lone Rider has all sorts of different sizes and shapes of bags. Plus, they're probably going to be a bit grumpy about me saying this, but you can actually fit other brands of bags that have the molly patch system onto this kit as well. It'll work just the same. And as I mentioned at the beginning, you can get yourself a whole bunch of these patches. They have shed loads of flags available and other things like first aid kit. I don't know if they've got a booze box one, but maybe that's an idea for the future, just so that people know which country to hate when they're getting a face full of dirt. But yeah, that is the Lone Rider ADV Bags kit. I am really, really impressed with this. When they first announced this bag set, I was really excited and also a bit miffed that they hadn't done it a bit sooner, because I'd already bought myself the whole Krieger kit. But when they approached and asked if I'd like to try this out myself, obviously I grabbed it with both hands. I'm really excited about getting out there, trying this setup out in the wild, and hopefully I'll be taking a trip to mainland Spain next month. So I'll be heading over that there sea and out into the mainland wilderness. So watch this space for that. Huge thanks to Lone Rider for sending me this kit over. As I said at the beginning, I have received the kit free of charge. Obviously that's a great big bonus, but I have not been paid to tell you that I think it's good. If you want to get a set of these bags, obviously I haven't given you the full-on seal of approval yet because I haven't tried them, but early signs are very good. But if you do want to get some, there are links in the description below, and I would be endlessly grateful if you could use them. If I have in any way helped to make your mind up to get these bags, I'll get a tiny little kit back. There'll be no extra charge to you, and that kind of stuff really does help to put the fuel in the tank to keep doing this stuff. Otherwise, yeah, watch this space for the upcoming adventures. I will see you out on the road on this bike with these bags, blasting through, hopefully, some crazy wilderness. In the meantime, do what I have not and keep yours shiny, keep yourself out of trouble, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ra!